Hi everyone, Shane McBride and I are coordinating ASC's participation in the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute's annual Mother's Day Walk for Peace. So I know you've heard the story of the founding of the Peace Institute, about how at age 15, Louis Brown was killed in crossfire while walking to a meeting of Teens Against Gang Violence. This led his mother, Tina Cherry, to found the Peace Institute in his name. I want to share a little bit of what the Peace Institute does today, 25 years after its founding, to serve its mission of transforming society's response to violence. The Peace Institute works first and foremost to support survivors after a homicide. After years of work in this area, it put together a survivor's burial and resource guide. It has another guide for health providers. It offers healing and support groups, as well as a welcoming place to stop by and share memories of loved ones. I particularly appreciate the Institute's emphasis that support must be available to all survivors, regardless of the circumstances of their loved one's death. After Louis's death, his mother was offered an abundance of resources. She came to learn that those resources were offered selectively because Louis was a quote-unquote good student who was not involved in gangs. Tina wasn't having it. She insists that if we can respond effectively and equitably to people we feel are worthy, then we can respond effectively and equitably to all families because they are worthy. So until recently, Massachusetts denied victim compensation to families if a homicide victim was known to police or had a criminal history. Just an accusation of drug involvement meant no victim benefits to fund a funeral for your murdered child. The Peace Institute's advocacy helped change the law so that all survivors get this support. The Institute's compassion and support has the effect of breaking cycles of violence. There's even a peace education curriculum that helps middle school students deal with murder, grief, trauma, and loss. And that curriculum is nationally recognized as an effective violence prevention strategy. And for 23 years, the Peace Institute has remembered homicide victims in an annual Mother's Day Walk for Peace through the streets of Boston. This is also an important annual fundraiser for the organization. The walk is next Sunday, and the ASC team will meet at 9:30 at the UU Urban Ministry in Roxbury to join the march toward downtown, making it to ASC close to 11. If you'd like more information, Shane and I will be in the Honeywell Chapel after service, or you can also talk to Wendy Ellertson or to Julia Simon. Yet with everything I've just described, I haven't begun to scratch the surface of the work of this amazing organization. I hope you will give generously today to support the Peace Institute, their annual Walk for Peace, and their work to recognize the inherent worth and dignity of all beings and build peace in our communities. Thank you. The website is inside, and you can talk to either of us. We'll be in the chapel out the leather door after church. Wendy and Julia, you want to raise your hands? I know you guys also have info. You can also find us if you go to the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute webpage for the Mother's Day Walk and look for the Arlington Street team. Thanks.
Arlington Street Church, gathered in love and service for justice and peace.